Yo, what's up, guys? It's Thomas. Welcome back to Dossifying, and today we're going to be doing online interviews. We finally were able to manage to get some sort of interview, not in person, unfortunately, but it's going to change soon. We're going to be back out. Vaccines. If I have to inject like 20 in each arm, I will do it. I got to get out there. I got to make something happen. But we're back, and we're going to be interviewing a couple questions today with the lovely Emiliana. And thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
No problem.
And I guess we'll start off with asking the question, how do you impress a girl? What can a guy do to impress, for example, someone like you?
That is a very interesting. This is a tough question.
It is.
To impress me, I feel like it's all about confidence, to be honest. Like, if we're out and you want to approach me, like, just come up. Like, don't, like, shy away in the little corner or, like, add me on Snap and then Snapchat me once I leave. Like, don't do that. Like, you have to be confident. You just come up to me, say, hey, like, you're really pretty. What's up? Like, and then you gotta, like, put on your game. Like, you gotta put on your game face, bro. Like, that's all I could say, really.
So you've got to have, like, game, you would say, like, confidence. When you say confidence, does that equal, like, cockiness?
Yeah, pretty. No.
What's the
You
difference?
can't be like, what's up, like, bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be like,
Oh, I shouldn't say that?
respectful.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you just have to be nice.
And if, like, do you look for, like, is it appreciated if a guy, like, approaches you, like, in the street or no?
I mean, it literally all depends on, like, if you're respectful or not. Like, usually in the street, like, you could tell the difference between someone who's, like, catcalling, like, where they're like, oh, damn, girl, you got a fat ass. Like, or someone who's just like, hi, like, what's your name? Like, nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like when you come up to a girl to impress her, you have to be more, like, you can't just automatically right away be like, oh, yeah, I want to bang this chick. Like, you have to, like, lead up to that.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
Okay. So have you ever had that happen to you?
What, where, like, someone comes up to me and says, I want to bang you?
I mean, in those literal terms, sure. I mean, it sounds like from what you've said it's happened.
I mean,
Do
yeah,
tell,
I don't want to
tell. I'm listening. I know you're like a popular pretty girl at, WVU, so you get that a lot, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, but it's usually, like, from just people, like, random people on the street, especially, like, I don't know, especially when you're walking around, like, High Street or something, and it's, like, a night out, and you're in, like, a group, and you'll just walk by, like, it's usually, like, locals that,
Yeah.
like, catcall you, and they're like, oh, like, damn. And I don't like that. But if I'm at the bar or something and someone just nicely comes up to me and says, like, oh, like, hey, let me buy you a drink. Especially if you buy me a drink. That's how you get in there.
Okay,
You buy me drinks.
I feel like buying a drink is very, like, it's hit or miss, because she's like, oh, yeah, buy me a drink. And then she's like, oh, yeah, by the way. And then, like,
No,
she's gone.
I don't do that. Unless you're, like, a 50-year-old man, then I'll do that. But
Personal experience again.
But yeah, if you're nice, I'll just, like, be nice back. It's literally just all about being, like, nice and respectful.
Okay, well,
Like-
then what would you say to the people that say nice guys finish last?
I think they're wrong.
You think really? Okay,
Wrong.
I'm listening.
Yes. I think they finished first.
Well, they certainly finished, but we don't know where. We don't know when. But
Well, it all depends on the type of girl, too. Like, some girls, I guess, just like assholes. And I don't really understand that. But
I'm still
To
trying to
each their
figure it
own.
out, too.
to each their own, but it couldn't be me.
Really? Okay. So, leading into that, then, what would you say a guy can do to appear or be more attractive to someone?
Oh, gosh. Like, physically or...
Yeah, we'll go with physically first.
Okay, well, my personal opinion, long hair. If you have like long hair, I swear to God, I literally will die. I am obsessed with it. And then I like a lot of tattoos.
Okay.
And controversial.
Is no tattoos
And
a turn off?
no,
Okay.
not necessarily. It's just a bigger turn on if you have a lot of tattoos. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a plus. It boosts you
Okay.
on the rock. And then some people, I don't really give a shit if you have like muscles. Like, I don't care about that. I like dad bods.
I was about to ask. I was like, Emiliana
like
kind of
dad
like, I
bod.
could see Emiliana digging a dad bod.
Yeah, like
It's just so soft and like nice, you just like want to rub them.
and it's comfortable. And like, also, I don't know, I feel like guys like that are like huge like tend to be like tool bags, not all the time, but like you can kind of spot them out.
You can spot out the tools. You're like, all right, that guy's a screwdriver. This guy's a hammer,
you can
kind
spot
of
them
thing.
out. And if they have like big ass muscles, it could be a red flag, but I'm not one to judge from
You don't discriminate.
Yeah.
What about
But
outside?
Yeah, use dad bods. What?
I was gonna say, what about outside the physical appearance? What can a guy do to be more attractive?
Definitely be funny. Like, and you have to be able to take a joke too, because I'm like the type of person, I make a lot of like jokes,
Mm-hmm.
and if you can't like handle that, I don't like you. Like, you have to be able to take a joke and you have to be able to like make a joke,
Right.
basically.
It goes both ways, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And then what else? I guess just be nice, like I said.
Does the confidence help, or do you like a shy guy sometimes?
No, I like confidence, but not too much, because then it leads to like other girls. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they have too much confidence and think that they could pull any girl in the whole entire world, like, low key a turn off. I mean, good for you, but like,
It's
a little bit of a turn off.
Little bit.
A little bit, because then it's like a red flag,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's understandable. And then the last question I was going to ask you is, how can a guy last longer in bed?
How can I last longer?
Or, yeah, like what should a guy do? Or rather, do you have any tips for guys in bed? Like,
I would say go like
go the
I don't even
distance?
know because I don't have a dick, but like maybe tips for guys in bed. Don't go longer than like 25 minutes, because then at that point, like, it gets a little bit boring.
It's just boring. You're like, you might as well just be like reading a book at that point while you guys are
Yeah,
doing
then
it.
I'm like falling asleep and I'm like, Jesus, like, let this be over.
I was gonna say, like, should the guy then, like, since we all have like lives and everything, we all have stuff to do, should he go through like almost a procedure or like steps in order to be like, all right, 2 minutes in, proceed to shake hands with the girl. 4 minutes in, begin kissing her. 6 minutes, begin intercourse, like that kind of thing? Or should he just like let it flow? However it happens. Just like don't make it over a specific time.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, unless it's like fantastic, like amazing, wonderful, magical, beautiful, like 50 Shades of Grey type of shit, like, then you keep going. You could go all damn night. Like, come on. But like, if it's just the normal, like, going home with a dude and like
Hooking up.
yeah, and it goes longer than like 15 minutes, I'm just like, all right, dude, like, come on.
Okay, going back though to the 50 Shades of Grey.
God.
Elaborate on that, because there could be a lot of people could interpret that differently. Like, do you mean like it's amazing because of like how like great the sex is, or are you saying like the lead up to it and like using like that kind of stuff? Like,
Nah, I just mean like good sex, like,
Okay.
just not like normal, just getting pounded for like 10 minutes and just like,
sure, yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. No, I feel that. there is definitely like a fine line between like, just hookup sex and then like sex that like actually like you mean it kind of thing,
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
All right,
But
well,
yeah.
that's gonna conclude the interview. Thank you very much, Emiliana, for telling us these essential steps guys need to take
Thank
to
you.
better themselves for girls. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 250K on TikTok and 10K on YouTube before New Year's. That'd be great. And we'll catch you next time.